my goodness. I got this really cool looking box from aDrive. You know, aDrive? That guy? I wonder what's inside. Let's find out. What a pretty cool welcome package into Elestrals, huh? I really appreciate that Dan or aDrive took the time and asked me to help with this. It's really cool. Even got some cool cards. I got this pig thing, and I got this Nimbug. And this Nimbug is really cool. This Nimbug even says, "Thank you for being one of the first to play Elestrals." You're welcome. We do have some product open, and I'm really excited about these 6 packs. We got 6 packs. There are 10 cards in a pack. That's like 60 cards or something. That's pretty wild. Being one of the first people ever to open these packs is insane, and I'm super excited. I only know the basic rules and a little bit of that. I haven't done too much research into this because I want these packs to be a surprise, and I cannot wait to see what's in these packs. There's some really cool looking creatures and some really cool looking mechanics and everything. Let's get into the opening. I'm super excited about it. And just a quick reminder before we get into the pack opening that there is a call to action and download link available for you to get right into Elestrals in the comments section and a pinned comment. We want as many people into this game as much as possible. You know, they've already sold over 5,000 prototype decks, which are amazing, and this game looks really fun. There's no reason not to do that. I'll mind you again at the end of the video, of course, after you see the cards, but definitely go check out that call to action Elestrals link, and yeah, we gotta do this. Gotta get people in this game. It's super cool. Before we open the packs, I want to talk about these 5 nice starter decks here for a minute. These starter decks are meant to be accessible and have the competitive cards in them in order to get you started. You know, this is meant to be a budget and easily accessible game. That's the whole intention. The starter decks are really good. The cards don't have any set symbols on them, like you might be able to see from here. They are prototype decks, but at the same time, these starter decks have, you know, everything there. Great place and a great time to learn how to play the game with these decks because while the game is easy to get into and the concepts are pretty basic, it will take a long time to master and get everything down competitively properly if that interests you. If it doesn't interest you, then the deck is easy to play, the game is easy to play, and you'll have fun playing with these starter decks. Now, there won't be any stellar rares in here or anything like that. Hopefully we pull one, but that's what I'm looking forward to. Yeah, again, big shout out to aDrive for doing this. I mean, he knows what he's doing. I'm sure this game will be completely successful. And it's very familiar. Like, while it does its own thing using your mana source and your life source combined and all that, it does take a lot of elements from a lot of other card games, so it is super familiar to you. The spirits are really cool. So yeah, just to go over one of these decks real quick, I guess this starter one here. We won't go into too much detail here, but as you can see, right? Like lots of cool cards. You get your play sets of some of your cards here, 2 of some of the cards. You know, if you want to go the starter deck route, you might need to buy a few starter decks. But he's even introducing like wind and earth in the same deck, and water too, and what? Yeah. So he's definitely encouraging multicolor play right off the get-go, which is really cool. And these cards that can be used for any color. That's really nice. And if we go a little bit further here, there are the spirits. It comes with 20 spirits, I believe, because you need 20 spirits in your spirit deck. The deck minimum is 40 cards. You can't play any less than 40. But at the end here, we see 12 more cards, like Giraffora here. You know, some other cards that you could throw into your deck if you want to. Really, he's giving you options right off the get-go, so that's really cool. But yeah, if you want to see these starter decks actually gone through deep review and maybe see some gameplay, you should hop onto my stream tonight at around 6 p.m. Eastern. That's when we'll be breaking all of this into digestible content, going through all the cards, maybe playing some games, and having a good time learning this new and fun card game Elestrals. So I'll see you tonight, and let's actually open the packs now. You guys get to see me fail at opening the very first pack of Elestrals here. You'll love to see it. Alright, on to the first pack. We have Smoltuga here. Smoltuga has an ability. When it's normal enchanted, you may search your deck for a spirit fire elemental and add to your hand. Yeah, so keep in mind this is a water elemental. It looks, I believe that's a symbol for water, and that means you can have multiple different spirits in your deck. Think of it as like a multicolor deck. Really interesting. Also, yeah, that's the name up here. Attack, defense. It's an Elestral, 1 out of I think 100 or so. That's really cool. This is the effect box. Set numbers down here, and this is the rarity. So it's definitely a common card, which is cool. Yeah, that's the breakdown. We're not going to go into how to play in this video or anything, but it's important that you guys know what everything is. So there we go. That's Smoltuga. We have Veritaqua. When it attacks a defense position Elestral, you may destroy that Elestral and negate its effect. Really interesting. So just destroys something in defense. That seems pretty neat to me. Again, a water, I believe that's a water spirit. We have Tadpuff. You can expend a water spirit to special enchant. That's like special summoning and normal summoning. Normal summon is just once per turn. Special summoning or special enchanting is multiple times. So you can special enchant with a water from your hand in attack position. So that's really cool. And then we have Ampup. This card is super interesting. It's a electric spirit, which is cool. You can discard this from your hand. Yeah, so you can discard this from your hand and expend a spirit, a lightning spirit, to search your deck for 2 more Ampups. Important to note that you can only have 3 per copy of a regular card in your regular deck. Your spirit deck doesn't count. And expending a spirit from your deck, putting it to the underworld, means that you have 1 less spirit in your deck. Don't forget that if you have no spirits in your spirit deck and you're allowed 20, and you have to expend a spirit or lose a spirit and you can't, you automatically lose the game. That's the main win condition. So Ampup there. Cool card. Oops. We have another card here. We have Electric, which is another electric spirit card. When it's normal enchanted, you may search your deck for a spirit wind Elestral and add to your hand. Again, so one of those cards that allows you to play multiple cards. Incentive to do so. We have Carry On. This appears to be a wind spirit dude. When this Carry On is destroyed by battle, target the Elestral that destroyed it and take control of it. Really interesting. So I assume you can do some things where like you crash into something bigger and then you take it for a turn. That could be really cool, maybe, perhaps. Stuff to think about, eh? We have Palacrius. Notice this is an uncommon. The diamond is complete as opposed to broken. So yeah, just notice that now. When the Palacrius is normal enchanted, you may search your deck for a 1 spirit water, I believe, and add it to your hand. So there you go, that's pretty cool. We have here Scythe of Demeter. This appears to be a rune, and it costs 2 to enchant, not just 1. So keep that in mind. Some things cost 1, some things don't. The Empowered Elestral gains 2 attack and 3 defense, and when an Empowered Elestral destroys an Elestral by battle, you can move a spirit from your underworld to your spirit deck. And if Demeter is enchanted, you can move 2. So remember how we were talking about how the spirit deck, if it runs out, you lose, basically? This allows you to recover spirits. Very interesting mechanic. That could be handy. It could be a way to make sure you recover spirits to use them for other cards and not die. Really, really cool card. And here we have a rare. We have Aphiros, some fishies. It requires a water to play it, and it has a cool ability called Nexus. You can Nexus up to 2 water on the field. If you successfully Nexus, draw 2 cards. Nexus is the ability to move spirits from 1 or 2 cards to another card. Just keep in mind that if you Nexus and you move spirits, if they no longer meet their spirit requirement, they are destroyed. But yeah, Nexus is a really cool ability that lets you, make the most out of some of your cards. That's nice to see. And we have here Leviathan, the water spirit. So that is a water spirit, part of your spirit deck. Really cool stuff. Let's go into pack 2. You guys get to see me fail open this live. Isn't that nice? Typical Mario stuff, huh? Starting off with an Island of Aeolia, which is a stadium card. All Elestrals on the field gain 1 attack and 1 defense for each of their enchanting wind spirits. So a little power boost, you love to see it. It's for both players though, so be careful. We got Drop of Leith, which is a rune. Both players discard their hands to the underworld, then each player draws the same number of cards they discarded. It's card destruction. Isn't that fun? We have another rune, Golden Apple of Discord. By the way, shameless plug, join my Discord. Alright, Golden Apple of Discord. We have a 1 cost. I think that you can't use whatever you want for it. That's cool. Discard 1 card from your hand. Your opponent discards 1 card randomly from their hand and sends the top 2 cards of the deck to the underworld. Interesting that this card exists because if you deck out, you lose. Maybe there's a mill strategy in this game. I have no idea. That looks really cool though. So yeah, let's move on to the next card. We have Charon's Obol. Charon's Obol here is really interesting. Until the end phase, you can draw a card for each Elestral that is destroyed by battle on your field. So if you're playing an aggro deck with like cheap attackers or whatever, this lets you draw cards. That's kind of cool, I guess. We have Gorgon's Gaze, which is 2 of whatever to enchant. That's nice. Target an Elestral on the field. Until the end phase, that Elestral does not have an effect. It cannot receive enchantments, attack, nexus, or be used to ascend. Basically just an effect negation card, like Infinite Impermanence or something. That's really, really cool. Or for any blue hybrid lovers from Digimon, it's like stunning a Digimon. Yep, there you go. We got Scavengem. Requires 2 spirits to enchant. This is an uncommon, by the way, don't forget. When the Scavengem is normally enchanted, you can search your deck for any 2 cards and add them to your hand. Well, that seems pretty nuts. Add whatever you want to your hand. I'm definitely going to be playing with this card, I'll tell you that. We have here Spine-Nymph? Spine-Nymph. Yeah. When this Spine-Nymph is destroyed by battle, you can enchant this Spine-Nymph to an artifact, empowering the Elestral that destroyed it with the effect. Empowered Elestral is 0 attack. So it kind of just makes something's attack 0, which is really fun. And we have Sakurosaur. You can expend 2 to draw 2. Just be careful, the more you expend, the more you'll lose, but a constant draw 2 is nice. And we have a rare, Valkyries. The Valkyries gains 1 attack for every enchanting fire on the field. So yeah, red aggro might be a thing in this game too, who knows. And we have Leviathan again. Really nice. On to pack 3, we have Typhlant. When this Typhlant is normal or special enchanted, you can discard a card from your opponent's hand at random. Might be some hand discard stuff, who knows. We got another Smoltuga. We got a Veritaqua, another one. We have a Tadpuff, another one, I think. Ampup, we've seen that before for sure. Trident of Poseidon. For 2 water, the empowered Elestral gains 2 attack and cannot be targeted by counter runes. If Poseidon is enchanted, this artifact cannot be targeted by opponent's card effects. Very interesting. So it's a card that says you can't be countered. Basically kind of like a super poly type thing. Nothing can respond to it. That's really neat. We have Tsunami. For 1, change all non-water enchanted Elestrals on the field of defense mode. Their position cannot be changed until next turn. Another stun card. Kind of like Blue Hybrid and Digimon, eh? Kind of weird. We have Thunderbolt of Zeus. Going for all the gods here, eh? 2 electric. The empowered Elestral gains 2 attack, and when the empowered Elestral destroys an Elestral by battle, your opponent must expend 1 additional spirit. If Zeus is enchanted, expend 2. Man, this is going to make your opponent run out of spirits real quick, I think. And we have Equilinx. You can another Nexus card. Nexus up to 2. If you successfully Nexus from this effect, you can target and destroy a rune on the field. So, destroy any rune in the back row. Basically like an MST on legs, literally. Kind of neat. And we have Lycaris, the Wind Spirit. Alright. We've got Mount Olympus, another stadium. All Electrals on the field gain 1 attack and 1 defense for each of their enchanting electric spirit. Alright, that's pretty cool. We have another island of Aeolia. We have another drop of Leith. We have here a Golden Apple of Discord, another Golden Apple of Discord. Pretty cool. We have here Charon's Obol, another one of those. We have Waspire, an uncommon that costs 2 fire. You can disenchant fire from any of your Ignector or Wasper on the field to force your opponent to expend 2 spirits for each disenchantment. Very interesting card. It's like non-battle burn. Yeah, red aggro. I don't know, man. Seems like a thing. Maybe. We got Kind Leo. You can Nexus up to 2 fire on your field. If you successfully Nexus from this effect, you can target and destroy a Elestral on the field. So this is just a creature that pops a creature. We see that in all card games, of course, so very nice to see. We have here Cinder, another fire. Really cool card. Every time this Cinder receives fire, your opponent must discard 3 cards from the top of the deck to the Underworld. Another mill strat, but I believe this works with like Nexus. So the last card we saw, that Nexus, if it receives the fire, you make your opponent mill 3. I think that's how that works. If I'm wrong, someone in the comments, please let me know. And we have Nectar of the Gods, a nice rare high shiny card. Draw 2 cards. Pretty cool. Pot of Greed. We'll know what that does, right? And then of course we have our Spirit Leviathan. Alright. Starting off pack 5 at a stadium, Follow Forest. Elestrals on the field, gain 1 attack, 1 defense for each of their enchanting spirits. Very, very good. We have Volcanic Forge. Another field doing the same thing but for fire. It's nice to know these fields are pretty common for each of their respective types. That's nice. We have here Atlantis. Another stadium for its type. Really cool. We have Mount Olympus again. We have Island of Hail. We got all 5 stadiums in one pack. How wild is that, huh? Alright, then we have here Carry On, another one of those. Now we're into the uncommons. We have Palacrius, another one of those. We have a Scythe of Demeter again. Ooh, that's a nice card. Majesty. Alright, let's talk about this card. Looks like it needs 3 water. 3 water is okay. As long as this Majesty is enchanted, all water creatures, all water enchanted Elestrals on your field cannot be targeted by opponent's Elestral effects. This Majesty gains 1 attack for every enchanting water on your field. What a crazy card. So this card basically rewards you for going full wide on waters. They can't be targeted. That's really good. Holy moly, what a powerful card that is. And we have a Fire Spirit. Viprio. Nice. And for the final pack, we have Mount Olympus, an Island of Aeolia, a Drop of Leith, a Golden Apple of Discord, a Charon's Oboe. Oops. We got a Waspire again, almost of a playset, a Kind Leo, a Cinder, and what's our rare? Tectorus. This Tectorus gains 1 attack for every enchanting one of those on the field. Very aggressive card, very nice, and that's our rare. And that's a Taratlas, an Earth Spirit. Very, very cool cards indeed. What a bunch of great packs, eh? Just wanted to go over some of my favorite cards and rares here. First were the 6 rares, 3 of them being holographic and 3 of them not being holographic, but these are really cool cards. This is like a big blue protection card, this is a big blue draw card, and this is Pot of Greed. What's not to love? And these cards are all really cool. I'm particularly a big fan of this for red strategies, for the red aggro aspect. This can be like Earth Spirit aggro, and spot removal is always cool. So yeah, our rares, we didn't get any stellar rares or anything, but we definitely didn't miss. So that's really cool. I just want to go over some quick maybe deck building or combo ideas that I saw right off the top, because you never know. Maybe there's something to these ideas. You never know. Something I'm interested in trying out is something with Veritaqua here and like Tsunami. Tsunami changes everything in defense, and this just kills something in defense when it attacks automatically. There could be something to that there. Another cool idea here, not necessarily a combo, but maybe an archetypal thing. You have the Scythe of Demeter, which gives your Earth Spirit like recovery. Lets you recover your Earth Spirits, which is really cool. And you have stuff like Scavengem that just lets you add 2 cards to your hand. So, you pay your 2 and then you get your 2 back. It could be really interesting, eh? Maybe Earth is the color recovery, and that's something you can splash in other decks. Just a thought. And then you have stuff like this here. You have Thunderbolt of Zeus, and you have Waspire. Two very aggressive cards. Maybe with complete play sets, you could go red aggro, but you could also go like red yellow aggro, you know, fire electric aggro, because this burns extra spirits too when it kills stuff, and this just burns spirits. So maybe there's something to aggro strategies, but maybe it doesn't have to be just red. Maybe it can be multicolored indeed. Who knows? But yeah, those are some quick little ideas I thought of off the top of my head. That'll do it for today's video. I hope you guys actually enjoyed it. It was nice opening some packs for a new game, and I'm really excited to actually play this game and see just exactly how big we can grow it. Don't forget to check out that Kickstarter for the Elestrals card game. And once again, huge shout out to Dan. Thank you for inviting me onto the project. Really appreciate it. And I look forward to doing more with Elestrals. We'll see you guys later. Bye.